Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm Farrell SC, and welcome back to our single-player series in ARK Survival Evolved. So, in the last episode, let's see, what did we do? We actually went to try out some of the races, and the reason for that was because Xbox finally had the update, and all the beta and the alpha times were increased a bit, so I kind of wanted to try them out and everything. So, we went over to the, where did we go to? We went to the Arctic biome first to try out the Saber Slalom, which was the race where we took the Saber basically down the mountain and we got through Gamma. Actually, no, I did Gamma by myself previously. We got through Beta. Alpha, we missed by a couple seconds. So, I haven't revisited yet. I haven't, went back there and tried it out yet. Haven't revisited it yet or anything like that. But we moved on to the volcanic biome because we went to go do the Dodicarus race, which was really easy, and I think from that we got really good stuff, from what I remember. And then last but not least, we worked our way over to the Manta races, which was a lot of fun. Really, really intense because at the one point we literally lost the Alpha race by like a second, but we were actually able to complete it, which... So, long story short, the times have been pretty much fixed. There's some, to be honest, again, that's only for the races. I don't know if they changed anything with, the battles that you do and the battle royales that you do and stuff like that. I don't know what else they changed when it comes to beta and alpha for any of the other events, including, Dodo Ball's not really affected. The only thing I've noticed with Dodo Ball is... I feel like the Dodo used to, the trajectory is a lot different now, so I feel like this is a lot smoother. If you guys remember, you kind of would throw the Dodo, and it would take, 8 seconds for the thing to finally get in the net. I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot smoother, it's a lot, makes it more realistic towards, a basketball versus, what I'm trying to say is it was almost like that we were in the lunar biome where there's no gravity, but we were doing it here in the bog. I don't know, it just seemed kind of weird. But regardless, it looks like they fixed something with it, because, one, it's really, really easy. Two, yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah. But overall, I think this is how we're going to start out every episode, honestly. I do have a lot of fun with this. I don't really do it as much now as, the one video where I kind of went nuts and did, 50,000 points worth of this, but, yeah, no, it's a good way to relax, good way to kind of segue into the video. And I needed to come here too because I finished the base. And I had full intention of having the base all on camera and do a quick little walkthrough on how I did it. I kept screwing up, honestly. It was I kept screwing up and I kept getting frustrated with it. So I finally just said, you know what, let me stop for a second. Let me kind of get an idea of what I actually want to build. And then I kind of went nuts, and I actually... Ooh, we got an Ascendant Metal Sickle. Nice. And then I kind of went nuts, and by the time I was done with it, I realized... Oh, I kind of already made a base, and I'm not going back to refix it, because it looks really, really, really nice. I'm excited to show it off. But that's going to be the start of this episode. Not sure what we're going to get into after that. I want to see how much time this takes. But let's go over the loot that I got. So I've only done about 3 games. Of course this would happen. The entire time, nothing. And then all of a sudden... I had a feeling this was going to happen. Okay. Let's get through these swarms first. Alright, anyways, let's jump straight into this. So the first game, I actually got an Ascendant Quetzalcoatl, so good overall. Not going to be good on this island because you can't use flyers, so that wouldn't actually work here. The Ascendant, whoa, pretty good. Let's see how it compares with our Journeyman. Okay, durability's better and everything. Cool, we're good there. And then I got another, oh, this one's better than what we have. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, this one's better than what we have, so we're going to keep this one. I'm going to probably get rid of the other one. I have finally figured out how to use an industrial grinder. I'm really excited for that because I always felt like if you guys remember way back, maybe 20, 30 episodes ago on the island, I finally had enough to build an industrial grinder, threw the stuff in, and nothing happened. And it turns out it's because it's not automatic. What it actually does is, I'm hearing a swarm. So what happens is you actually have to click each individual item and grind each individual item. So I'm not sure if there's a way to change the quantities and stuff on Xbox. Still kind of figuring that out. But I'm really excited that I've actually figured that out, because I felt like it's kind of stupid for a bit that I didn't know what and how to use the industrial grinder. So now, though, doesn't make that much of a difference, because it looks like 3/4 of the items you've gotten you can't actually grind. So I'm not sure how they figure that out, because I just got this and we're able to grind it, but we also got this and I can't grind it. So I don't know how they calculate, how they figure out what you can and what you can't grind. But anyways, let's show you the new base. Let me get this guy cryo potted and we'll be on our way. I'm actually really excited to show this thing off, because it took a lot of work. It looks really nice, though. To be honest, I really like how it turned out. It's probably one of my favorite builds that I've done. So let's head on over, and I will see you guys there. Alright guys, so here we are in the Ocean Biome. Coordinates are 40, 45, so we are in the southern part of the Ocean Biome region. I feel like, too, when you use HLNA for teleportation, if you teleport to the southwest, southeast, or the southern points, you end up in the same spot anyways. You pretty much end up here at 40, 45. So, not sure if that's like a bug or something right now, but it's a good thing for us, because we are right by base pretty much. Now, speaking of base, which you could start seeing it coming into frame. Oh my god, it looks so nice from here. Oh, that's awesome. Anyways, speaking of base and everything, so the base idea was inspired by a YouTuber. His name is Aaron Longstaff. If you guys aren't familiar with his work, definitely check out his channel. The builds that he does is absolutely incredible. I've been personally watching him for a while now. The two main things I really like about his builds and everything specifically, first thing is the attention to detail. Like, a lot of builders will just build up these big monstrosities, but the snap points are off, and you could see like little jagged edges and stuff like that. He takes the time to really figure out the snap point that he wants, and if it's not working for him, he figures out a way around it in order to get exactly what he wants, basically, out of the build, which it's the attention to detail, the patience and everything to do that is really just, it's great, and the results show. If you ever seen his builds, they are just, they're you know, lack of a better term, they're incredible. They're really great. Now, the other good thing that I like about watching his videos and everything is he does it all on vanilla. And to be honest, I think most of the builds that he does are even on Xbox too, so no mods. Everything that he physically builds, everything that he does, you can potentially do on your console, which is really cool to see. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of builders out there that are really good at what they do, but with the mods and everything, it just doesn't stick with me as much, because it's nothing that I can ever compare to, nothing I can ever do on my playthroughs or anything like that, basically. So that's why I like watching them. I'm going to leave at the end of this video, at the end screen credits, I'm going to leave a link to his channel. If you guys haven't seen his stuff, I definitely recommend it. Like I said, I've been watching his stuff for a while, and it's just really nice, the stuff that he does. It's clean. It's just really nice overall. I don't really know what else to say about it, but just check out his channel. You won't regret it, honestly. Now, let's go down and check out the build, because I'm really excited. Now, like I said, it was inspired by him, like one of his builds. A couple weeks ago, he did a build. It was called the Ocean Platform build. And you can kind of start seeing it coming into frame here, and you can kind of see, oh my god, it looks so nice from here. Anyways, let me see if I can... Yeah, there's no land or anything. Okay, I'm good. Alright, let's kind of jump and... Ah! Cannonball! Okay, this always happens. So, I've noticed like 3 or 4 times when I do this, like, I'm stuck in the whirlpool now. Like, we're stuck in this for like a couple minutes. Anyways, I guess we can talk about this. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, I think we'll be okay. Our oxygen's not really dropping that much. That's the one good thing that I do like about this biome is when you're in the water, your oxygen drops, but it doesn't drop that much. Now, I always thought that as you do this, it's supposed to like put you, like start bringing you further and further down, but it kind of doesn't. Like a whirlpool naturally is supposed to, you're supposed to spin in circles and kind of work your way down all the way down to the center, basically, of it. This you kind of just keep whirling in a circle, but you don't go down, you don't go up, you don't anything, and there's no way of getting out of this. So unless you have a dino that can get out of it, like if you're on a Basilo or something like that, you're kind of SOL, and you better hope that, like, okay, it's finally breaking up, it sounds like. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Like, see, like, our oxygen wasn't really affected by it, which, if we were in, like, if they ever brought this over to, like, the island and stuff, oh my god, it'd be, like, instant death, because your oxygen goes down so quickly. Anyway, so, yeah, this was inspired by his, ocean platform-based build. Now, what I got from the video is that he was kind of going for, like, a, military base theme kind of thing, like a military base that you would see on the ocean, basically. Now, the one gripe, the one thing that I think, including like that myself and a lot of people do have, is it would be great if you can use ladders, like stone staircases and stuff to extend out. Like you can only extend like you can't extend past this. Like this is the end of the platform, but you can't like go further out or anything like that, which I don't know if that's something they're going to fix eventually, because it'd be really cool to, like, this would be your entrance instead. Like, you would literally do stairs here and whatever, and then you could literally just walk up this and be in the base. Instead of having to go underneath and kind of seeing, like, I don't know, it's just, like, I don't know. It's just, it's not that big of a deal. It's not the end of the world if it never happens, but it would just be a nice little touch. But anyways, as you can see with this, it's basically just stone wall. And the reason why I went up one is because I've noticed that like turtles and stuff can actually just walk up to this and somehow they're able to get in. So having the wall there, it prevents them from coming in, and it's kind of like, it's kind of realistic to like a real base. Like I feel like you would put at least a wall of fortitude up in order to keep stuff out. So as you could also see too, the pillars make a huge difference. I didn't think they would, but the pillars really just give it another piece of it. I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's clean. It's really nice. It kind of looks like almost that the pillars are actually part of it at this point, like part of the stone wall at this point. Like it's just, I don't know. It looks really, really, really nice. Also, you can see too, we're gonna get a little bit more detail with the metal and the stone railing, but that's a concept that he used in his build, and it's awesome. Like it looks clean. It's so simple, but at the same time, it really looks nice. But anyways, that's kind of how it loops all the way around. So now let's get back to the main entrance here and kind of go underneath. Ignore all that. That's all the pipes and everything like that. So I wanted to bring the pipes as far below as I could. Just because I didn't know if like when I bring a dino and stuff in here, if the pipes are going to affect it being able to get in here. So I went as far down as I could, basically. Anyways, so this is the ground floor. This is basically where you would, this is like your entrance to the base, essentially. And the gist is, it's just a stone, couple of stone stairs here. I kind of enclosed them too. You can leave them open. I just think this looks a little cleaner. Stone basically all the way around to kind of keep you in, and then each side also has like these, it's kind of like a metal grate concept, but it's railings. That's all it is. It's just metal railings, which just give it a nice little look basically to it. And then accompanied by metal railings to bring you up to your base. So now I'm not going to worry about that side yet, but we'll go with this side first. So I feel like with every single base that you've seen, whether it's like a castle, whether it's a military base, whatever that you want to keep people out, you typically have this one little lane here, so somebody can, like usually you have a guard or someone like that walking through, making sure nothing's gonna get in. So that's kind of like where this lane was inspired by. Or like, you see it in like as much as I don't want to reference the show, Game of Thrones, yes, I'm a Game of Thrones fan, and no, I did not like the last season. Let's just get that out there. Anyways, yeah, so it's a really simple concept, honestly. It's just stone railing and then metal railing on top, and it just looks so nice and clean and everything. And then just with the stone pillar, like the dividers, it just, I don't know, looks great. So, Aaron, if you are watching this, cool. Thank you for the cool design. I mean, it's simple, but at the same time, it's really, really, really cool. I also put stone railing here. I didn't know if I should do metal here. I might eventually do that too, but I don't want it to be too much metal, if that makes sense. It's almost not necessary. I think it looks clean enough like this. But anyways, as I mentioned, this is I might have not mentioned this actually. This is a metal ocean platform. That was the only reason how this was all possible to do, which we'll go into detail on each part of this base in a bit. The wood platform is a lot smaller, so you're not going to be able to do anything like I did here. But the metal ocean platform comes with basically I think on the outside here, it's like a grate. It's like that metal grate. I wasn't a fan of it, so that's what I covered, but I really do like this. And I like the stone with the metal, with the grate here, honestly. Like, I like the stone, the metal, and then back to stone. Like, this just looks really clean and everything like that. I am eventually going to get into painting and stuff. I don't think I'm going to paint any of this, though. This just looks really, really nice. I think it'll be, like, the accents and stuff that you'll see later, which I'll point out later as we continue going through this. But basically, it's just like a lane kind of to divide you between your wall that's holding it up and then your actual base. So again, like in most castles and stuff like that, you do have this kind of divider. It's another kind of it's a little bit extra space to kind of keep your fortitude and everything like that. Anyways, so you do have the one entrance here. This is to the bottom, obviously. Same thing on the other side. Now, in order to get to the actual base, you kind of just go halfway, and then you come up the stairs here, which this is where we're going to get started. So, focal point right in front of you is the greenhouse. We're going to go over that in a bit. That's going to be towards the end, but I want to start here. So, as you can see, this is our little house, basically. As you can see, the floor is a 3x3 of greenhouse. The reason why I actually put greenhouse in is because I initially had this as all stone, but it ended up being that once you're down there, it is completely dark. You need that natural light. So I thought about it. I'm like, well, you know what? If we're going to put greenhouse in for light, I might as well make a design. So it's literally a 3x3, and then you have a path, which will lead you to the next place. Same thing here, 3x3, and then a path, and then another 3x3, and then it links over there, and it's just one big box. And it looks really, really nice. It's just nice that you're able to, that I was able to make a design out of it. But anyways, this is the first stop. This is essentially just the house. And again, it's literally just wood, greenhouse windows, just as a little accent of greenhouse, because personally, I'm a big fan of greenhouse. I would prefer to just do a whole greenhouse build, but I don't know, it just looks nice in certain situations. But anyways, I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what do you actually need when it comes to a house? You honestly just need the bed, because you need to be able to respawn, and then you just need really cryos for your dinos and stuff. You need the generator in order to keep the cryos powered, and then just in case you ever get thirsty, you need a little water, especially out here on the ocean where you don't have millions and millions and millions of liters of water out there. Anyways, this is a little backyard for it. Let's do that. Little backyard here, which basically just has your a ton of refining forges and smithies, honestly. And that's going to be it just for this little section. So let's go out this door, follow the path, and move on to the next section of this build. So next section, same concept, which is thatch roof with the wooden walls with the greenhouse. And this I kind of wanted to make your one-stop shop for pretty much everything. So fabricator, chemistry bench, refrigerator, fridge. These two fridges will be like for food, eggs, kibble, that kind of thing. This one's going to be specifically for stuff that we're going to be using to use the chemistry bench with, so your narco berries, your spoiled meat, maybe like biotoxin would go in here, that kind of thing. Because again, it's within an inch of it, so it makes sense. Generator, obviously, to run that stuff. Now, if we work our way to the backyard there, there we go. We have a couple of things back here now. So we have the industrial grinder, and we also have a grill. And what I thought was, when I was actually making this, the sun was over closer that way, so it kind of like shone in here, and it looked really nice. And I thought, we're not gonna be able to, we wouldn't be able to put a door anyways just because of the size of this, so might as well take advantage of it and just do greenhouse to make it kind of really pop, make it natural light in there, and yeah, go from there. So come out the door, you go down the path again, and you get to here, which this is, I'm going to be honest, this is my hodgepodge section. This is the section I really didn't know what to do. I wanted a cooker, and I thought about it. I'm like, you know what, should I make a structure, like an actual 3x3 like I did over there for the cooker? And then I thought about it. I'm like, okay. I actually built it up and everything, and then I realized, where am I going to actually put a tech replicator? Because we need that. And there's no other space, which that area was already occupied. We'll go over that in a little bit of what that actually is. So I thought, okay, let me demolish. Let me put the tech replicator here. And the cooker is up here. And here's the reason. So when you put in a stone or metal, in this case I did stone, stone pipe, it won't actually stick to the, like it won't actually level with the ground, so the pipe won't be like right in the ground. It'll actually stick up a little bit, and it sticks up to the point that it's kind of like when you put the industrial cooker on top, the industrial cooker kind of like floats. So I thought it would be better to kind of put a foundation, like kind of like just walls, and build this up so it looks a little bit more realistic, where the industrial cooker is now sitting on a floor, basically. So that was kind of the gist. I don't know what I'm going to do with the structure yet, honestly. I think I am going to close it up because this is kind of driving me a little nuts here, this little bits. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put wood walls there, wood walls here, wood wall on top, and then right here I'm probably going to put a door frame where it'll be clean and everything like that, but we're never going to put the door in, so I still have access to it, no problem. But it's going to be clean at the same time. You won't see like these teeth essentially, but instead it'll be just a clean box. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not really sure yet. We'll figure it out when we figure it out. Anyways, moving down the path, we get to the next section. So this is the final section of the boxes, and I thought about it, and I'm really happy with this, honestly. So this space I wasn't really sure what to do with, but then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Let's make this a breeding area. Why not? I mean, I had the space. This is actually more than enough space than you need for a breeding area. So just to give you an idea, so these are kind of like little lanes here, which I thought, like, okay, you can put a small dino here to breed, small dino here to breed, or large dino here, and they can breed. So I think it's enough space for pretty much most things to fit into. We'll see. I'm not really sure. But I would think most things. Maybe like a Giga's not gonna fit, like a Rex is gonna be close, a Uranus will be close in this. I don't know if they're gonna fit, but we'll see. But I think most things will actually legit fit in here, no problem. So, moving on to this little room. So first things first, feeding troughs. So the feeding troughs concept was literally just to feed the dinos here. But as I was doing the build, I actually had all the way over by the fabricator over there. I actually had the Bloodstalker, and as I was like taking stuff off the Bloodstalker, I realized that he had the feeding trough symbol on his head. So I have reason to believe that the feeding troughs cover this entire area, which is huge, which is awesome, because then I don't even have to bother putting feeding troughs down below in the ocean area. They should, all the dinos that I'm thinking about putting in there, like the new megalodons, the basilos, stuff like that, will all fit in, will all be able to feed right from there, which is huge, which is awesome that it's just going to take these two things to be able to feed everything from here. I'm not sure too. If I put one of the giant sea turtles maybe like right there, and then maybe another one on the side over here, they might be able to reach too. Why do I? Oh no. I thought it was telling me to do hello again, which I was gonna say. Why is that kind of happening as quickly as it is? But she's not asking us to say hello, so it's okay. Anyways, I think that might be an idea if I put maybe put both of them over there, or like, I don't know, because I'm going to start breeding them too, the ones that I have, and I'm probably going to go out and try to get a few more to breed and everything like that, but that'll be done probably off camera, I think. But the other side of this is the air conditioners. So I have a total of 9 here. I think that's enough to pretty much breed anything and everything and anything that we bring in here, because we're already at 75 degrees. Like, we're nice. It's not gonna. We're never gonna have an issue of being too cold or too hot. But I think if we breed any dino, we should be pretty good. The other good thing about the space is I did bring the Bloodstalker in here, and they fit. The reason why that's actually a good thing is because, as you guys know, when you are breeding Bloodstalkers, when they actually when they actually make an egg, the egg will drop, but you can't actually move it. Egg is pretty much stuck there. So I'm thinking maybe like the female here and the male here, and these should be powered enough to be able to hatch the egg. I think they would honestly be able to hatch the egg from out here, but I'll do a little bit of experimenting with that. So overall, they fit in here. I really do like this. I really like the metal railings because it just adds to like the rest of this and everything like that. It's not too much, but at the same time, I did go too high just here because I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? If we get some larger dinos that we're breeding, they might be able to go over the 1 railing. But now that it's 2, I think we're good. So really excited to be using this spot a lot for babies and mutations and everything like that. So let's get to the final part of this. The final part of this is the greenhouse. So the greenhouse is the focal point here. I really like how it turned out. I like that I kind of sunk in the floor a little bit in order to do this. So this is just on top of 4 greenhouse again. And as you can see, we have a 300% greenhouse effectiveness. So stuff's going to be like, all the crops are going to be going really, really fast. Now, I don't have stuff in there right now. I have some that have like 1 fertilizer and stuff, because again, I took everything from the old base, so the old base is still there. The old base is still there. The items are just gone. Everything's brought over here. All the dinos except for 1 are brought over here, and that's because there's a weird bug that's going on that, how do I explain this? So when I was breeding up the feroxes, you obviously have to get 1 ferox fully addicted and everything like that, and then you can breed during the time that it's at 100% addiction, and you only have an X amount of time to do it in because it'll get below, I think it's like 95%, and then it's done breeding. It won't actually breed anymore until it requires more element. For some reason, it kind of bugged my female ferox, where the ferox is still showing that it's addicted, but it still says max addiction required. So it shows 2 out of 1 element given. I could probably just feed it element, and hopefully that would fix everything. I don't know. I just haven't done it yet. Of course, I'm thinking about that now when I'm over here. I may do that off camera. But, yeah, so for right now, it's kind of bugged a bit. I'll see if I can get that fixed to get the last ferox over to the new base. But going over this, I really, really like it. I like the metal again, just kind of guiding you into here, which is really nice. I don't know how I feel about this open area. I haven't really noticed it much, honestly. I do kind of like it because it just brings a little more light into there. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I'm really happy with this build. I really like the open concept idea. Like, in previous builds and everything like that, we've kind of put everything in 1 confined space, but I think I'm going to start doing these kind of builds now where if we're on the island, if we're on Ragnarok, I think I'm just basically going to put up like a stone wall. There we go. Like a stone wall or something like that to kind of enclose an area and then just build from there. What I really do like about this metal platform is that it's spacious. Like, this is a lot of space for a single player, honestly.
you can, I'm not big with PvP and stuff like that, but I would assume you could probably do like PvP small tribe on here, maybe do like four people living on one of these things, and it should be pretty comfortable, honestly, especially if you use the middle where I have my greenhouse as just a community section. You can put pretty much all your stuff there. But overall, like, I'm really, really happy with the build. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, like, oh, I'm really good at this. I'm just impressed on how it actually came out. I'm actually pleasantly surprised is probably the best way to put it. So, guys, I'm going to end the video here. It's a little bit of a shorter one today, but I kind of wanted to give you guys the full in-depth tour of this build. I'm really proud of this build. I hope you guys really do like it. If you do, if you guys like this video, smash that like button. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If by the off chance, because I mentioned Aaron Longstaff in this video, Aaron, if you are watching the video, thank you for the build. Thank you for the builds. I'm a really big fan of your stuff. That's kind of why I just wanted to give you a little bit of a shout out here, because yeah, you do a really good job. So if you guys do have any questions, comments, leave them down below. If you guys do like the content that I'm putting out, definitely subscribe to the channel. Also, too, if you guys have any questions, Aaron, if you have any questions, if anything like that, too, my I guess it's called Xbox gamer tag. Is that the name of it, or am I like dating myself? Is Farrell SC. So it's Farrell, and then it's just capital SC. I'm gonna leave it on the screen now. So if you guys do want to write me on Xbox, yeah, if that's a little bit easier for you, cool, whatever. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, smash that like button. Questions, comments, leave them down below, or through message me on Xbox, since you guys all now have my gamer tag. And if you guys do like the content that I'm putting out, definitely subscribe to the channel. Also, before I end this video, huge shout out to all the subscribers, guys. Really appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. We've been at 25 for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just boop, 27. So whoever the 2 extras are, really appreciate you guys jumping onto the bandwagon here. Yeah, I'm just really excited to see this channel grow. I'm actually genuinely surprised. That I appreciate you guys really subscribing. I never really thought starting this we'd even get this high. I really thought it would only be like maybe 1 or 2 subscribers, and that would kind of be it. And after like a month or 2, the channel would quickly fall, and then that would be kind of that, you know what I mean? But at least I gave it a shot. We're going on a couple months strong here. I mean, I have 83, 84 videos. We have 27 subscribers. We're growing, and yeah. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, jump on aboard. This channel's growing. Be a part of the fun while this channel gets popular. So until next time, guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys on the next one. We're gonna have a lot more fun in the next one. Gonna be a lot of taming and stuff like that, and or I don't know. We'll get into some shenanigans, but. See you guys on the next one. Have a good one, everyone.